All right, welcome back, traders, to your Sunday weekly candle close. Your host, Mr. Know-It-All. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. And we did see some nice price action out of some of these altcoins. We were talking about some of these NFT coins on KuCoin that actually started to make their move. So kudos to you if you guys took those trade setups. And then we had a few here that made some moves. We'll go through here in a bit. So Bitcoin, what's Bitcoin up to? We did get this breakout here on Friday. We broke out of this wedge beautifully, and now looks like we're just kind of just chilling up here at the 61.8% retrace area. We are towards the red band area, and you know we could end up seeing a quick pull right back down to 44.6 before then we get some sort of takeoff. Okay, and that would be just to get confirmation of this breakout right here around 45,000. I do think we might still get a back test, as that would make the most sense to me. Yep, so maybe like right around this $45,000 area, we could see if we break this supply line here. Okay, so watch for this supply line. I mean, in theory, you could, if you really wanted to take a short here, you could down to 45K, or you could just wait it out to see how this plays out, and maybe not be in a trade just right now for those folks that are leverage trading or high risk trading. Okay. But yeah, so this area right here is acting as support right now on Bitcoin. We can clearly see that this is the area, this 46.34 area right here. We had, pre-acted as previous resistance, and right now we're sitting above it, acting as support. But if this area doesn't hold, kind of where these two white lines are in this box, we're going to come back down to back test this area here that we really started to break out of, which is that $45,000 area. And so I just be caution, just cautioning you guys. We could see that happen. Definitely don't get caught off guard if that does happen. All right. Yeah, and overall you can see the daily getting this rejection candle here, a bit of rejection, right? Tried to rally here, got thrown back around this $50,000 area. This is definitely a critical spot for Bitcoin, really. Right around that 50.5 area. Okay, this wick high right here is a pretty crucial spot for Bitcoin going back into a major uptrend. Okay, the fact that we're sitting around 48 is still pretty good. But the Gaussian channel, we talked about this before. The Gaussian channel ends around that around that $50.5 thousand area to really catalyze us into this next move. All right. Hey, Mr. Sherman, thank you so much for the $2 super sticker, man. Appreciate that. So long and short of it is this, guys. Bitcoin could get a back test here. Maybe watch out for that. All right, it doesn't look like anything really bad. We could just consolidate up here. But we got this RSI breakout here. You guys can clearly see we're sitting around 57 on the RSI, so bullish territory. Like I said, we could see a back test of the bullish control zone around this 50 area, before we go higher, which would be right in line with us getting a bit of a pullback down to that $45,000 area if 46.4 doesn't hold. Okay. Still looking pretty good, guys. We're still looking pretty good. We got the breakout. We're above the major moving averages right now. Consolidation here would be great. Like I said, today we did get a bit of rejection. Okay, but if we still close above 48.2 within the hour here, which we might be able to. We'll see. Okay, that'll be good. If not, we can definitely expect or suspect that we maybe break this demand line here and come down to the 128 simple, which is right around this $45,300 area. All right. So that's your Bitcoin update. We're gonna go look at Tether. So Tether doing exactly what we had plotted here on the daily time scale when we had originally plotted this. And we said that if we got a candle closure below the trend line, we have a rising wedge playing out to the downside, which is exactly what's happening right now. We can see that we're maybe sort of rounding right here, and Tether, what Tether could possibly do is back test this breakdown, okay, that's why I'm thinking we might get Bitcoin to pull back a little bit, because this is going to have to confirm this rising wedge breakdown here, and once we confirm that as resistance, Tether can then make its way on down, and Bitcoin can make its way on back up. Okay. So that's what's looking like to me right now. Just careful in your longs. You can see we're getting a bullish engulfing candle right now on the 4-hour. We could get a quick rug pull here. Okay. You can see the 4-hour bullish divergence on Tether. Right. So again, watch out for that. You might get a rug pull here tomorrow, into tomorrow. Right around this 3.3 area, we could come back up to back test. Okay? You guys with me? You guys are running bots. Make sure you guys dial down the risk. This isn't financial advice, just something that could be forming on the charts that I'm seeing for Tether. All right, so we're gonna take a look at Bitcoin dominance, and we're still holding that 88.6% retrace area here on Bitcoin dominance. You can see trying to make higher highs and higher lows, and still kind of doing that for the most part, but not really moving too much. Still sitting around 42%, kind of unchanged. I would say that this doesn't look too good. You can see that this maybe is some sort of rising wedge as well, right? So this actually broke down. So we could see Bitcoin dominance come back down, which might be good for the altcoins in the longer term, right? We'll see if this 4-hour divergence really plays out on Tether. It is there. We did make a technical lower low, or 3.12, technical lower low, 3.11. Okay. So it may not be as strong of bullish divergence as normally we would get in a obviously an asset in an uptrend. This asset's in a downtrend, so bullish divergence tends to not play out so strongly in assets that are in downtrends. But we still could get, like I said, a retest of this 3.37 area, which would cause Bitcoin to come down a little bit, but not confirmed just yet. And this may not surmount into anything serious, right? We could just get back up to like this 45 level on the RSI and then just dump right back down into bearish control zone for Tether. Okay. But yeah, pay attention to the smaller time scales. We could see maybe a little rug pull within the next 4 hours or so. See how this plays out on Tether. The daily, not implying that actually. The daily obviously just implying that we got to cross down and move down. And obviously the larger term timescales also look the same, running out of positive momentum. So all the larger timescales look bearish. The 4-hour looks like it could see maybe a little bit of a push back up, right? So it may underperform is what I'm trying to say. Okay. What's going on, Highway? Okay, so we're gonna get into the Nupal here. The Nupal chart's still looking pretty good. Obviously, we're not near a cycle top just yet. We can see that we started to come back up, and when we get towards that cycle top, it'll be crossing the 0.75 area, and it will be turning blue like all the other cycles. Why would this one be any different, right? We got the touch here in 2017. We got the touch here back in 2013, and then we got the touches here back in 2011, and these were pretty much cycle tops every single time. So we're still hanging out, guys. I think HODL on for now. until we get some sort of flash on that signal. Okay. Obviously, you can never go broke taking profits. So if you're in profits on trades and you need capital, definitely take profits. This isn't financial advice. Remember that, guys. Always do your own research with anything that we discuss here on live streams. Cool. So we're going to go look at the Discord here. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you guys check out the Discord. Join the Discord. That is where we have all of the important information you guys need to know about Swing Trade Pros, the products here, and what we do. All right. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys also smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel, and tick the little bell. We do have 21 people on right now. Thank you guys so much for joining and spending your Sunday evening with me, or morning, or afternoon, wherever you are in this amazing world. So, all right, the SAR signals here on Bitcoin hourly is long since 4 p.m. Okay, the 4 hour has been long since also 4 p.m. today. So we are still strong in this uptrend for now. Okay, at least on the larger time scales. We're gonna see how this trend line holds. If this trend line holds, and if Bitcoin dominance on the 4 hour, that divergence doesn't play out, and we just end up making a lower high, well, guess what? It'll underperform, and Tether will go right back down, right? Perfect. All right, so that's the SAR signals, and guys, don't forget about the NFTs we got here on OpenSea. If you guys are interested in any of the SDP products, this is definitely a sure way to get to yourself a nice discount on them, and to take advantage of that before before this run is over. To be honest, that's what you guys should be thinking about right now. Here in Greed Index is neutral, okay? And then, yeah, we can go through some tokens that you guys want to go through. What do you guys got? You guys got anything for me tonight? Well, first, let's just go through one of the Friday's trade recap here. We did a free trade setup for you guys, and we gave an entry right around the 780 area. You can already see this asset's up 14% today, and from the entry that we gave is up 23% since Friday. So you can't beat that. Eric, we kind of went through that already. I don't think we're going to go down to 40K, but maybe 45K is a possibility. Okay. Yeah, the KuCoin list is here. I did take a trade actually on this asset. Okay, AI USDT down here at the bottom of this wedge. Well, yeah, sure, we can take a look at link. So we took a trade here. We're basically about scratch on this trade right now. And we got a couple others in the works that I think are going to do really well. You can see this DFYN1 broke out nicely here, right? Excellent. All right, yeah, let's start taking a look at some stuff. Link, you can take a look at Link. Yeah, absolutely. Broke out of the wedge we were talking about the other day, got up to about 28.20, and started to pull back right at the 200 moving average here. We could get this area acting as a bit of resistance for now, until we really get this nice cross that looks like we're getting here on the daily. And like the 3-day chart just kind of crossing up, so I think definitely some more momentum and movements to the upside on this asset. We're going to see how the tether on the 4 hour, what kind of the divergence, how that plays out. Right, we could be presented with a back test here on this breakout for Link. Right, you can see this bullish engulfing candle here, but tomorrow we could get something like this where we pull back to like the 25.40 area, and we hold that as a back test, and then we continue on later on in the week. Right. Solana, yeah, we can check out Solana. I think that thing made a nice rip over the weekend here. There it is, right? So we got the wedge break on Solana. You can see we're holding the daily and the 3-day 21 exponential moving average acting as a support. We are getting a bit of pullback right here around this $180 area. We can see, but we are still holding above right now, for now, the 170 area. But you can see this candle is getting a little bit of rejection. Okay, so we could consolidate here, or maybe even get a back test of the 150s, make a double bottom, and then go again. Okay, so something like that is totally possible up here. XTZ, we got a breakout, man. We got the breakout. You can see we broke that trend line on the daily, so there's really not much resistance at all up until about the all-time highs. That'll be your major resistance area around that $12 area. But I ultimately think this can swing to about, you know, 30 bucks. Annie, thank you so much for the 5 sterling pounds. Yeah, we can take a look at HAPI for you. Absolutely. Alright, so you gotta watch when you get upward sloping consolidations like this. You gotta be careful. Okay, you can see this is consolidating up here. You so far making lower highs, so you want to be careful, because this, if we do get Bitcoin, if the Bitcoin does pull back, which right now it's actually rallying into the close here, which is strong. Just watch this trend line, okay? Because right now it looks okay. You're just consolidating up here on the 4-hour. The daily actually looks okay. You made this hammer candle yesterday, and you're still holding above this critical area for now. The weekly's in a breakout, but you've only made a lower high so far. There's not really too much data on this, but the weekly at 56 on the RSI, probably plenty of room still to run in the coming days, weeks for this asset, as long as you can hold these support areas, right? Does look like a triangle, but you could get it moved back down and back into the triangle or something like that. Yeah, AXS has been on a run, huh? You know, broke right out of my wedge here. We drew this the other day. Beautiful. Break, back test, break, hook, and go. Literally came back to touch it and ran. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Gonna probably run up to the top of this trend line here. Around $215 for this asset. Yeah, we can take a look at Luna, sure. You're at daily resistance right here, okay? ERN, yeah, we can take a look at it. Looks like you got a wedge break. Right, and you're just back testing it right now. Okay, so this looks very nice. You're just downslope consolidating. A nice back test here off this wedge, and I do suspect you consolidate here for long enough, you can go sideways maybe a little bit longer. You know, just kind of chill, and then maybe you get a continuation to that $14 level. And then ultimately back to the top, right? Because the falling wedges they swing. The swing trade is to the top of the wedge. So you're looking at about $23 for this asset. And if you do break that, you go into price discovery, and then you're looking at moves probably to the 1272 fib extension later on in the run, probably close to that $40 area. Sure, we can check the futures market. So S&P just came right back into the structure. And looks like it's rallying back into this channel that we had drawn. So we can look at NASDAQ mini futures. And I would assume that they are up. Yep. So Friday kind of putting in a pin bar, right? Well, yeah, NASDAQ in a downsloping consolidation type of structure here. And yeah, really more like a descending broadening formation. So extremely bullish still. Looks good. You can look at OMG, it broke out. Yep, we were talking about this on stream yesterday. There's the break. Got right to the 886 fib extension. We're on $18. We were talking about this area, right? We were talking about this area on the stream yesterday, the 886 fib extension. You touched it and kind of wicked off of it for now. Okay. Sure, IOTA, FTT. Let's take a look at them. I haven't charted IOTA in a while. Take a look. Here was the falling wedge. We got the breakout. We made a lower high, and now we're just coming back down to test these support levels. It does kind of look like maybe a double top sort of, but it hasn't broke this neckline. So if it starts to pivot here and hold this area, we could try to test the top again. Okay. Because this is a longer term trend line here for IOTA. So, but I do maybe suspect we could come back down to test 89 cents. See, yeah, I mean the weekly, there is some kind of bear div happening on the weekly, but we'll see, because the daily was looking pretty good, right? We could see some sideways action. We could see a retest of this area, the 90 cent area on IOTA. Okay. So this actually, like I said, it could come back down to this supply zone right here, demand zone, and then rally. Okay. So FTT. So I made a new all-time high and coming back down to test this support area. Really simple on this one. And below the 21, or right at the 21 EMA right now. Not really too much to talk about. You know, you did break this this resistance area here. This was a nice wedge. This is a nice wedge. So yeah, we could see this come up to about 70, maybe come back down to test 54, and then break it, right? Something like that. We have not done AVAX. We can definitely take a look at it after Cody here, all right? All right, so Cody, remember I drew this trend line here a while ago, and I said this is the area where it's been having the most trouble breaking through. So we finally, it looks like it finally broke it, but barely broke it, and now just coming back into this area. But we did this whole measured move, about 70%. We were talking about this on the stream the other day. Somebody was asking about this token, and yeah, so it looks like it's going to probably come back down to maybe test the 47-cent area, this area right here, test this. Maybe even come back down to test this around 45, and then maybe we can then see another leg out of here. Okay, something like that. AVAX. This one's extended, man. I know that for sure, and I think I mentioned it a few times that you guys should be taking some profits on this asset. But yeah, still holding up on the uptrend here, but this is the time you want to be taking profits up here, right before it starts making closures below the 50-day moving average, around that $52 area. We could see AVAX come back down, man. We could definitely see that, especially if that 4-hour bullish divergence on Tether plays out. That could send all these down a little bit lower, at least maybe back down to, like, you know, the $40 area where it came from, and then maybe make its next leg for this higher low double bottom, right? Is BTC doing something right now? It's trying to close above 48.2, right? That's that area we were talking about before. If it closes above 48.2 or above 48.4 area, that could be good. But I think, like I said before, we're gonna see a back test probably of that, you know, $45,000 area before we maybe go sideways or proceed higher. As we know, Tether dominance showing that 4-hour bullish divergence that may play out in some shape or form. That'll be basically a retest of this breakdown we had on Tether on the rising wedge. Okay, we were talking about that before, and I still think that might happen. So if Tether goes up, Bitcoin and other crypto assets will come back down to back test their wedges that they broke out of. And so I do suspect that could happen this week for a quick retest. All right. Nice, dude. So yeah, the divergence on the 4-hour, like I said, this asset's in a downtrend, so we may not see divergence play out as hard on an asset in a downtrend, right? But definitely still be cautioned here. I mean, definitely not out of the woods by any means right now. So let's go look at ETH. We didn't take a look at that. Well, these charts they all look the same. Very similar to Bitcoin. Right, so I thought maybe we were going to dip a little lower. We didn't do that, and then break out of this structure, which is what we're doing right now. And probably retest, right? $3,000 area, make a higher low, and then continue higher, right? And then we make this inverse head and shoulders type of structure. Albie, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. We can look at XRP? Absolutely, we can definitely take a look at that. Sure, we can also look at total 2 and seller. Alright, so XRP here on the daily, you can see using the 50-day moving average as resistance right now. But we are technically, if we do close like this, just like this right now on the daily here, we are technically in a daily breakout looking left, right? We do have this this resistance cluster here to break, right? This block of resistance here up to about this $1.12 area. Once we do that, I think we just get a rally right through this because this came straight down. So when we get a closure above this this $1.12 area, we're gonna probably just shoot straight up, then back test this area and get out of here. So depending on what Bitcoin does here in the coming hours, like I said, that 4-hour bullish divergence may not play out on Tether. We were showing it though, but it could underperform, right? So we're gonna look at total 2. Total 2 looking a lot like the rest of the assets right now, but we're coming to this resistance area where we're at right now. This block here of resistance for total 2, and getting a closure above 1.335 trillion pretty much sets us up to test this previous all-time high, or that cup continuation pattern to play out. All right. Alice reclaiming the daily 21 here, exponential moving average. So going to come back up to test the top of the range around this $21 area, okay? CRV making quite a move today too. Some of these altcoins really just blasting off. And I think this is the start of this next leg for sure. Gala also another NFT coin, I think. Sand, we were talking about this one the other day, right? Falling wedge, the breakout, we got it. Civic coin, another one about to break back above this 53-cent area. Once you do that, you're going to go straight up to 95 cents, guys. This is going to double up real fast. Just watch for this breakout. You can see this happening right now, actually live on stream. This asset's up 7.76% on the day. And once you break this resistance area, there's really nothing here. A couple wicks up to about 68 cents still. You're looking at like another 15% move up, right? Even up to this wick high, 35%. Excuse me. We didn't look at. Did we look at seller? Yeah, we looked at seller. SHIB actually started its move, right? Did you guys see that? It's up 8.5% today. There it is, right? Coming up to test the range right now. Coming up to test the range. We're looking at a 65% measured move for SHIB coin once it breaks this trading range, guys. That is a significant move, and if you're in this coin, make sure you buckle up, because it looks like you're gonna go soon here. Look how tight that band is right now. So we can look at ADA. But ADA kind of performing weaker than the rest of the altcoins. You can see tried to break out here, made a back test, I guess, but I mean it's still holding the lows for now. We'd like to see a candle closure above the daily 21 for this asset. Yes, we covered XRP already. So yeah, a close above this support would be good for ADA, and we could then see higher prices, 250s, 280s, and then back up to $3 area. Okay. Do I own any what? SHIB coin? I bought, as a joke, I bought like a couple $100 worth of it. Yeah. Nothing to write home about. Oh yeah, don't forget about this SLP token, man. We took a trade on this one too. Remember, once this breaks above the daily 21, man, it's going to be going right to the 50-day moving average, 11 cents, and back up to the 128 simple, around 16 cents. You can almost triple your money on this asset. I think it is related to AXS, and I think it's the play to earn token that they do earn, right? So I think this is another big trade setup. You can see the RSI kind of coiling down here, and you can see on the MACD that it hasn't really produced too much momentum just yet. If you go to like a 3-day chart, you're just about to get a cross up, and the 2-day just crossed up today. So I think you're in for a nice swing trade on this one, at least back up to. And it sounds crazy, but maybe you get a run back up to 40 cents, right? And you make this cup and handle. I know because this is basically a cup and handle because this asset only started in May, which is when that May crash happened, right? So I think that this has a chance to do exactly what some of these other assets are doing too. A big swing trade there. Raven looking good, falling wedge breakout, about to close above the 61.8% retrace area here, which is also confluent with the daily 21 or the 2-day 21. The daily is going to close above the 21 exponential moving average, putting it back into an uptrend. But we could consolidate here. We have some overhead resistance. We have the 200-day moving average and the 50-day. Acting as resistance right now, but ultimately you should get back up to the 15.6 cent area. Again, going to depend on what Bitcoin does and if that USDT 4-hour dominance or hidden bullish divergence plays out. If you're part of our alert service, you guys know we posted the Kava swing trade here around that 550 area, catching this nice breakout trade. And this asset's up about 17.6% since we gave the swing trade. That was like 3 days ago, guys. So you guys already know some of these swing trades can net you doubling, almost maybe tripling your money if you're in the right asset on the swing trade. So make sure you guys check out the services if you guys haven't done so already. Make sure you guys join the Discord, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, support the STP community in what we're doing here to help all of you guys out, all of you guys new traders, advanced, medium, doesn't matter what you guys are, wherever stage you're at in the game. We try to help everybody as much as we can here at STP. So again, thank you so much for the 19 people watching me tonight. We've been live for about 37 minutes. We're going to probably take you guys into the weekly candle close, so stick around and hang out with me here through the rest of the candle close. If you guys do have any other tickers, definitely post them in the chat here. Let's take a look at them. If you guys have any hidden gem coins you guys think might be good to look at, definitely post them in the chat. Obviously, everyone, we're all in this together, man. So let's try to find the best runners we can during the rest of this bull market. Thanks, Robert. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. For sure, guys, for sure. Try to be here as often as I can. If there's price action or if there's something happening on the charts I think you guys should see, try to go live for you guys. I know maybe some of you guys would want some different type of content, like maybe some more news types of content or fundamentals. But as you guys know, I'm a chartist, and this is what I spend my time doing. But I feel like lots of people like to hear about what's going on in the news as well. So I might start mixing in some of that type of content into the static videos. What do you guys think? I want to hear your guys' feedback. Do you guys like these just chart types of content, or do you guys want to see something else other than charts? Yeah, we can check Algorand here in a second. We did do seller earlier in the stream, man. We did do seller earlier in the stream. Algorand looking really strong, right? Putting a nice candle in today. Coming right up to this, butting up to this resistance area here. And the daily is just about to cross back up too. ICP, yeah, that one's been a tricky one, man. I'm still in that trade. I'm down a little bit on it. I bought around $59, so I'm down about 20% on it myself. I'm not really sweating it too bad because I do think it will reverse. Okay. This asset has been underperforming the rest of the market, so definitely understand that. This was a higher risk setup. Okay. See, what are people's fundamentals and your take on current news would be cool. Fundamental news is also important, but not as important as news what the chart brings. Okay, so Robert says stick with the charts. We'll take a look at BNB here in a second. Fundamentals sounds great. Be nice to have a little qualifying news to pair with TA. All right, so it sounds like lots of people want to hear fundamentals coupled with the TA. All right, I'll definitely take that into consideration when shooting you guys some new content. All right. When Discord, yeah, I don't know, man. We're doing YouTube tonight, brother. We got about 26 people on. Thank you guys so much for hanging in with me here through the daily candle and weekly close. So Bitcoin is trying to hang on to that 43 area, 48.3 area. We were talking about that being a spot. If we can close above that, that is actually a good close. If we can get above this candle body here, which is right around that 48.3 area, that would be good, right? That'd be good because then we close in a daily breakout. Okay. And yeah, the weekly candle definitely going to close a weekly bullish engulfing candle to the previous week. So obviously a very strong weekly candle. A close anywhere above 47.2, 47.3 roughly, puts us in a good position to see continuation into the preceding weeks. Okay, you can see we bounce right off this median trend line here off the Wolfpack, and we'll see if we can get a continuation on the price action. Like I said, we could see 1 or 2 days of maybe back test before we really start to see that come in, but we'll see how we close this candle here this evening. You can see that the 4-hour is diverging here a bit, right? You can see that pretty clearly, right? So, and we're throwing in some MFI sell signals. Yeah, I mean, definitely be aware of it. Like I said, we could get a quick rug to 45K. Something to be aware of if you are in leverage long trades. Be careful, move your stops into profit if you're still in trades, and just practice risk management right now, okay? This isn't financial advice. I just want to just give all the traders out there a heads up. This is what I'm seeing on the chart. And like I said, the 4-hour bearish divergence and the 4-hour bullish divergence on Tether may not play out or may underperform, but that doesn't mean we can't get a quick pullback down, okay? Harmony 1, sure, let's take a look at it. So this is looking good, right? The 4-hour back testing this area now as support, right? Beautiful. That looks really, really great. This looks like if you do kind of close this candle like this, you're looking at maybe a 3-bar play. Okay, so this is the igniting bar, right? The igniting bar, the resting candle, and then you have the 3rd bar for the real breakout. It's looking pretty strong. Again, going to really depend on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin is going to sit above this this $48,000 area, we could see altcoins continue to rally, right? I do think ETH BTC is still looking really strong against Bitcoin, yes. Here's the weekly candle. So we kind of pin barred last week, right? We made this hammer candle, and we're kind of doing the same type of thing right now. It is close, right? We're still technically above last week's candle right now, so it's still okay. And you can see this demand line really being respected, right? ETH definitely outperforming Bitcoin here these last couple weeks. Yeah, we could check DOT, sure. DOT holding above the weekly 21. Looking still really strong, DOT up here, okay? You know, we're not engulfing last week's candle just yet, but we're still making higher lows. So the low last week was 25.22. This week's low was 26.05. So we made a higher low on the weekly as of right this moment. And we did break this resistance here. You can see we could consolidate here up here for a bit, and that's exactly what it looks like we're doing. We're using this area right now as support. We could consolidate some more before we see DOT kind of break out. We could get one of these real quick back down to 28.70 before we go. So yeah, just have that in mind that we could see you know, this inverse head and shoulders pattern kind of play out, like the slanted one, right? Something like that. When all-time high? That's a good question. I'm going to go ahead and say probably sometime towards the end of the month, end of October. We could get a little bit of sideways price action this week. We'll see how the divergence plays out on Tether. Okay. Longer term timescales look bearish for Tether though, so I suspect it won't be anything too crazy. We could just get a quick wick back up to reject and then come back down on Tether, and that'll be it. Alright, so we're about 13 minutes out from the daily candle close. I want to also go through some of the swing trades we did give in the alert service. If you guys aren't part of it, make sure you guys check it out. It's a no-brainer. It's $67 a month. You get my swing trades, which I have about a 98% win rate on, and we have a few other analysts that do scalp trades as well that are pretty good. Evergrande, yeah, we can take a look at that one. That thing got wrecked, we know that, and it's starting to make its retrace after this crash. So I was thinking probably around this $4.20 area. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, so some of these patterns played out, or started to play out. Algorand rallying into the close here. Very nice. Yeah. Crazy dips to buy on some of these stocks too, yeah. BNB, you requested that a little bit ago, right, Toe? So go to that. BNB, man. I'm actually still stuck in this swing trade on it. Got up to 438.9. I mean, my exit's like 445 or something stupid. So hopefully this gets out. Yeah, I don't know, man. Daily stochastics look a little extended. It could come back down. Unisocks? Is that a real thing? Huh. I'm not sure what this is. Yeah, I just looked at it. I don't know what the price was. Was it that high? Oh, wow. That's crazy. I don't know. I think it's maybe some sort of NFT something platform, maybe. People are crazy, man. Yeah. ONT looking pretty good here. Getting this break here on this wedge. About a 6% day for this asset. We could definitely see this go back up to $1.35. If this low is really confirmed and in, then we're looking at a move. About 100% measured move for this asset once it gets back up to about $1.40. So we could see this come back up to about 280. And then break, if we do break that area, we're looking at going to the next fib around this $5.25 area in the next couple months. Crazy excellence, yeah. Nano on the move here too. See what Tether is doing right now. You guys think this 4-hour bullish divergence is going to play out for Tether? Or you think it's going to underperform and it's going to make a lower high and then just dump. Yeah, we can look at EOS. Looks a lot like all the other assets right now, making this wedge and breaking out of it. And all right, we got the wedge break here. Looks pretty good. We could definitely see some higher prices on this asset once it gets back above the 128 simple here. Cool, so you guys think it's going to underperform. I actually tend to agree with you. I think that we're definitely going to see probably this underperform, but we'll see how this goes. You can see on the hourly or on the 4 hour. Well, the 4 hour looks like it might continue higher, but let's see. We're trying to rally into the close here, man. 48,253, looking good. Looking good, Bitcoin. Looking good. Closing above the weekly 21 is strong. That is strong. Certainly strong. A weekly bullish engulfing candle for the close here. Bitcoin looking good, man. We just got to, like I said, we got to close above 50.5K here by next week, or by this week. That's the area we're looking to break above, guys. 50.5. So 2 more minutes till your daily and weekly candle close here, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging in with me today. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, and hopefully we have a wonderful upcoming week here. Anyone have anything fun planned for the week? Going anywhere, traveling anywhere, seeing anybody? You guys are in the New York area, the end of October, beginning of November. The STP team will be in New York at the NFT conference. You guys are more than welcome to come hang out with us. Make sure you just join the Discord, message us, and we'll see how we can all meet up. Like I said earlier, weekly bullish engulfing candle. The previous week's price action, we're closing back above the weekly 21. Very strong close for Bitcoin this week. And we're looking to break above that 50.5 level to make a break out of that Gaussian channel on the 5-day, and that is pretty imperative for this asset to do to go back into its uptrend. So let's stay tuned for that. And obviously, a lot of these altcoins look like they're going to make higher prices, especially if Bitcoin can continue its movements to the upside. Make sure you guys stay tuned here. We'll catch you guys sometime this week. I'm going to probably put out some static content. If you guys have any last tickers here, we'll get through them here. We got a nice weekly candle close, so we'll take that, right, guys? We'll take a nice candle close for Bitcoin this week. And we were going to see if we get a retest of that area here we were talking about before, about that $44,000, $45,000 area. Totally possible for us to do. It's not out of the cards. Remember, the $44,000 to $45,000 area could be tested. If we don't test it, we are going to go up to test 50.5. So that is the range right now we're looking to break. And yeah, sure, we can take a look at it. All right, so we can automatically see right now, just from the weekly, we're below the 21 exponential. We're above the 128 simple, so that's good. Where are we on the RSI? Yeah, we're below 36. Our stochastic RSI below 20, so we could be entering a buy zone for this asset. Do we see any sort of patterns on this asset that we want to be aware of? I'm going to zoom out actually some more just to see what kind of trend this asset's in. It is in an uptrend, right? We're making higher highs and higher lows for the last couple years here. Last couple years, I would say the last 30. Yeah, this does look good. We did come up to this resistance and reject it. Okay, this was the 1987. We made an all-time high over here. So yeah, it does look like we could come back down to this support area here on this $44 area. Right, well, it looks like we came up to this top, kind of rejected it for now. And so we're looking at value areas down here around the 382 fib extension, around this $42 to $44 area, which is what we were just talking about. This is on a monthly time scale. We're going to go to the weekly though and see what's happening. So we're right on a fib right now. We could actually get a bounce here. You're going to see how strong of a reaction rally you get. This is a fib extension, but it isn't one that we could see major price moves or major price action on just yet. And like you can see from the daily, you are trying to come out of negative momentum. We could get a small dead cat bounce here or something, maybe up to a lower high, and then just break this and go maybe one more leg down. I don't know what this asset does, but yeah, we're looking maybe towards that $42 area as a value area. You can see this area as a support. Lots of areas in here where there's confluence with this Fibonacci level. Okay, this area here. Yeah, like I said, we could see a back test to that $45,000 area, guys. That is not something out of the cards. We did have that 4-hour bullish divergence we were looking at on Tether, and the 4-hour bearish divergence on Bitcoin, which could lead us down a little bit in price. And even if it does underperform, right, we're still going to see some sort of back test. It could even really hold up strongly around that 46.8 area. We're going to have to see, but I think, like I said before, the 4-hour divergence is pretty clear on the RSI right now, like the low and the higher low and low and lower low on price on the Tether. So we could go up to back test that rising wedge that we broke down out of. All right, guys. That's pretty much all I got for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining. Appreciate all you guys, all 31 of you guys that are hanging out with me tonight to catch the weekly candle close. And we'll hopefully see you guys in the next coming days here. Join the Discord, join the movement. We'll chat to you guys then. You guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend.